Hello everyone, my name is Megalo, and I decided to make a game all by myself without any prior experience in Unreal Engine. Before moving on, let me give you a quick overview of my background and maybe my career so far. So I have been in the game industry for about 3 years now as a technical artist. But up until now, I have only used one engine, which is Unity, and I have done mostly UI stuff like hyper-casual live service mobile games in my day job, maybe some VFX and animation stuff here and there, but recently I decided to switch to Unreal Engine and it has been really fun. It was a bit weird at the beginning, but I got a hang of it later, and it is a great engine to play with, and I think this is the great time to learn Unreal because I remember when I tried learning it like 3.5 years ago, there was not much community support at the time, but now, at least for Blueprint, I can say that I have found the community to be super helpful in troubleshooting, and I think it has quite nice and elaborate documentation now. But anyways, I started learning the engine and ideas kind of started popping up in my mind, but I wasn't confident enough to make my own games, and I went into a tutorial hell and I did a few half-baked projects. That's when I realized that I had to start small before starting a big project. So I decided to make a small game called Marble Solitaire, where you put marble across the board and eliminate marbles by moving another marble over them. And this led me to get more comfortable with the engine and the Blueprint system. And after finishing that game, I was not sure what to do next, so I just decided to replicate features from some of my favorite games. Hades was something that I was playing at the time, and I tried to replicate the isometric movement system. But I learned a lot about vector math and stuff. This gave me more confidence, so I thought, let's replicate the shooting system and the grenade system. And this was when I started making some short videos and posted on YouTube. This was helping me a lot to keep me disciplined and work on something every day, even just to post about a trick or something that I learned. My cousin decided to help me out with the editing and stuff, and things were just set in motion and were going smoothly. I was just prototyping with free assets from the asset packs. Some of them I found in itch.io. There was this asset pack from Asset Hunt. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. But yeah, things were going good. But for some reason, I decided to change the whole game idea and tried making it into some sci-fi shooting hack and slash game. And it was kind of out of scope, and also people did not respond to it very well. I was just trying to use it to test and experiment stuff. I experimented on some enemy AI and spent like 3 to 4 days debugging stuff because I was kind of stupid. I made some interaction system, and I thought I had a lot of the tools necessary to put it all together and package it into a game, and I got a lot of confidence. I was getting more into the mindset of, okay, let's make a game. So I went back to the drawing board again and made a short GDD and what it is going to be about, and the enemies and the stuff and the gameplay and all those stuff. It was just a quick draft for now, and I guess I'll discuss more about it maybe in the next video. So next I made a brand new project with organized folders and started migrating some stuff from the test project. I also made a quick main menu level and a UI with the available assets that I had at the time. Until now, I just had a capsule as a player character, so I decided to give it some life to it. So I learned how to rig and animate in Blender, and I rigged up this simple capsule and added a sword and a shield, and I animated this walk animation, which is just a bounce. But when I imported it into Unreal, it shrunk like 100 times. Then after some digging around on the internet and experimenting, finally the size issue was fixed. But then I faced another issue with the rotation. After some trial and error, everything was working correctly. Then I added some more animation for the player and made this attack combo system. It was time for some enemies to be added, so I duplicated the player character and quickly whipped up a behavior tree. I got some weird bugs again, learned about AI debugging tools in Unreal, and this helped me debug, and enemy AI was kind of working again. So this is what the project seemed at this point, which was pretty empty. So I worked on some environment and the level a bit. Now it looked like a very dark dungeon. And then I added some health to the enemy and made it damageable by the player, and also made the enemy to get knocked back whenever it gets hit. But the enemy was just a dud and was unaware of the player, so I gave him the ability to see. Now it follows the player whenever it sees it. Yeah, I have a long way to go and a lot of stuff to figure out, but I just could not delay making this devlog anymore, so I'm just sharing with you guys my progress. To those who have subscribed to my channel, I thank you all, and your Supports mean a lot. The game doesn't look like much at this moment, but I am working on it. In the future iterations, I hope I could show you some more levels and enemies and other cool stuff that are still in work. So stay tuned and please consider subscribing to my channel and like the video if you enjoyed it. Also check out the other short videos if you like this one. See you in the next video. Until then,